Hi there, this is Tenaya from Kahuna Swim Academy. All the time I get questions from my clients in regards to their kids crying during swim lessons. So I really wanted to address this topic with you today in this video. Crying during swim lessons. Don't worry, your child is doing great. Now the nature of swim lessons is that kids cry. It's completely natural, it's completely normal for a kid to cry when they start doing swim lessons. A lot of the clients that I have and a lot of people that I've talked to will ask me, my kid's crying in the pool. Why are they crying in the pool? They never do this. They never do this. So why are they doing it now? There are three main reasons that your kid will cry in the pool. Number one, they want mom and dad. I see it all the time. Kids will cry, scream, throw a tantrum because they just want mom and dad. They don't want to be with whoever they're with in the pool, regardless of whether it's their first time in that lesson or if they've been in the lesson for a while now. They just want mom and dad, and that's completely normal. Like I said, it happens all the time. So that's one of the reasons. Reason number two, they don't want to do a particular skill that we're asking them to do. So if I'm in the pool with a kid and they're doing eyes in, they love doing eyes in, and then all of a sudden we go to back floating and they don't like back floating, they're probably going to scream and cry, throw a tantrum, all that kind of stuff. So if a kid doesn't want to do a certain skill, they will cry, they will scream, they will throw a tantrum. The final main reason why kids cry in the pool is because they straight up just don't want to do the lesson. Right? Kids don't want to get in the pool. And it's not because they're afraid, it's because they just don't want to. If you think about it from a kid's perspective, if they've gone in the pool before, if they've gone in the water before, especially with their family, and all they're doing is having fun and playing and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden they get put into a swim lesson with an instructor that's telling them what to do, they're not going to be too pleased about that, right? So that's another big reason why kids cry, scream, throw tantrums during swim lessons, is because they just don't want to do the lesson. Now let me tell you one thing. A lot of parents think that because their kids are crying or screaming or throwing a tantrum, it's because they're scared. Majority of kids, and by majority I mean 99.99% of kids, aren't actually afraid of the water. Right? They're not scared of the water. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to be in the water. They don't want to be doing whatever the instructor is asking them to do. It's not usually because they're scared. The only time that happens is if they've had a traumatic experience as a kid that's made them fear the water. Or if for some particular reason someone in their life has talked to them negatively about the water, telling them that they should fear the water. If they've had either of those two experiences, then they might be afraid of the water. Otherwise, it's not that they're afraid of the water. They just don't want to get in the water and do the lesson. And a huge thing I tell my clients all the time, and just people I talk to about swimming and water safety, is that regardless of whether your kid is crying and screaming and throwing a tantrum, regardless of whether that's happening or not, they can still learn how to swim and they can still do a great job doing it. I literally just had a student a little bit ago who was screaming and crying pretty much the whole time, but he was doing everything. He was rolling over, he was floating, he was doing all these things by himself and had really not much help from me. So he's learned all these things, even though he does scream and cry and things like that sometimes during the lessons, if it's not the, thing that he really wants to be doing at the time, but he's still learning. So remember that if your kids are crying during the lessons, that's fine. They're gonna do great because they can still learn regardless. Now, I hope all of this made sense today. I hope it helped with your anxieties if you have any about your kid crying during swim lessons. I have a little girl myself, and whenever she cries, my heart just melts, right? And I just feel for her. But know that when your child is doing their swim lessons, if they're crying, it's okay. They're still going to do a great job. Don't worry. All right? They're going to do great, and they're going to be great little swimmers in no time if you just give them the chance to do their lessons and learn what they need to learn to be safe in the water. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so glad that you are here today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, videos you'd like to see, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. If you'd like to go ahead and reach out to me via email, that's down below as well. I'd love to connect with you. If you want to get information on water safety and swimming sent directly to you, go ahead and click the link in the description box down below and go ahead and opt into my email list, and I will be visiting your inbox shortly. And until next time, swim safe, play hard.